Hello friends, today in this video we are going to discuss about the easy way to remember all the structures of amino acids. Okay, so all total 20 amino acids are there and we will categorize them in three groups according to their side chain. Okay, so one is non-polar side chain, next one is uncharged polar side chain, and last one charged polar side chain. So according to their side chain we are categorizing them in three groups, and in non-polar side chain group, that is, there is 9 amino acids are present. Okay, so in their side chain the non-polar groups are present, that means the hydrophobic regions are present. So how to remember their structure more easily? The first and most easy amino acid, that is the glycine, which have no side chain, that is the H, which have no side chain. So glycine structure is, just put it here, H. Okay, so it is the structure of glycine. Next we have to remember the alanine structure. So it has only the CH3 group, so in place of H we have to put the CH3 group in alanine, for alanine. So we have to put CH3 group. Okay, and this is the most easiest amino acid which have the side chain, and we have to remember this alanine structure to remember all the, or to prepare or write the another many amino acids. How, we will see. Okay, so it is the alanine structure. Next one is the proline. So proline have an imino group. Okay, so this is a imino group which is a ring structure. So how we can remember this ring structure? So we have to draw just a ring like this. We have to write a ring like this and just put NH2 plus here. Okay, now you write or you draw your proline structure. This is the structure of proline, and here you can also put the C group, or you can just draw this ring like this, but we have to put this NH2 group. Okay, so this is the next proline structure, which is, and then this ring is called the imino group. Okay, so the next one is the structure of valine. So valine, whose first letter is V. So we have to remember the structure of side chain of valine is a V shape. So we have to draw the V shape structure. CH and CH3, CH3. Okay, so you have to draw a V shape structure in opposite direction. There is a V shape structure for valine. Now in this way we can remember the structure of valine. Next one is leucine. So leucine, we can draw, the first word is L. So you can draw it like this: CH2, CH, CH3 and CH3. So it is a L-shaped structure in opposite direction. It is a L-shaped structure. Okay, so in this way we can remember the structure of leucine in this opposite direction. Or also we can remember the structure of leucine by remembering the valine structure. So valine have a V-shaped structure, and in leucine we have to just incorporate another extra CH2 group. So here this is the CH2 group, and next just put the structure of valine here. So leucine will be prepared. Okay, next one is the isoleucine. Leucine and isoleucine have more or less similar structure. Just we have to put this CH3 group into here. Okay, so just remove this and put here CH2, and here just remove this CH and here add this CH3 group. Okay, so this is the main difference between leucine and isoleucine. The CH3 group is present in second carbon, and here in isoleucine the CH3 group present is the first carbon of their side chain. Okay, so next one is the phenylalanine. How to draw or how to remember the structure of phenylalanine. So here in the name there is alanine is present, so we have to draw at first the alanine structure. This is the alanine structure, and just add the phenyl group. So here this will be 2, and we have to add this, draw this phenyl group. Now your phenylalanine structure is this. Okay, at first we have to draw the alanine structure, and next we have to add this phenyl group here. Okay, so this is the structure of phenylalanine. And next is tryptophan. Okay, tryptophan have a aromatic ring. It have an aromatic ring. So we have to remember it as a fan, or we have to draw this structure or remember this structure. At first we have to draw the alanine structure. So CH2, in place we have to add the CH2. Okay, and next we have to draw this ring. We have to we can draw this ring like this. Like this we can draw, and here we have to just add this N group. Okay, so this is the most easiest way to remember. Just draw this ring like this. Okay, so this is the structure of tryptophan. Okay, it is an aromatic group. And next one is the methionine. How to draw or how to remember this methionine group, the side chain of methionine. So methionine and cysteine, these two amino acids have only the sulfide group in their side chain. Okay, remember that methionine and cysteine, both these two amino acids have the side chain, that is SH, or sorry, that is the sulfide group, and the sulfide group present in methionine has no polarity because it is present in the middle, but the cysteine has the polarity because it is free. Okay, so how to draw the methionine? So it is just so at first if you just draw the CH2 group, CH2, CH2, S, CH3. So at first just draw the alanine structure, just draw this alanine structure, and next just add this CH2S CH3 group. Okay, at first add the alanine structure, next CH3S CH3, just add this. Okay, so this is the structure of methionine. Next is the all uncharged polar side chain. That means all total 6 amino acids are present in this group that are polar. That means they are hydrophilic, but they don't have any charge. They don't bear any charge. Okay, so in this category all total 6 amino acids are present. So first we will see the structure of serine. So it is a very easy structure. Just like this we have to draw this alanine structure. That means in place of CH3 we just put CH2 and add OH group. Okay, so now this is a structure of serine. Next one is threonine. Threonine is more or less same as serine, just have to add one CH3 group. Okay, and remove this 2, just only H will be present, and here just add CH3 group. Okay, so this is the difference between serine and threonine. At first we have to draw the alanine structure. Next, add the Wedge group. It will be present as a serine. Next, we have to add one CH3. That will be the structure of threonine. Okay, and next is the structure of glutamine. So glutamine and aspartate both have a structure like this. Okay, so one thing we can remember, this glutamine and asparagine structure with the aspartate and glutamate. This aspartate and glutamate structure, they are the charged polar side chain group. That means they have a charge and they are polar. Okay, that means they have the hydrophilicity. That means lovable to water. So if we remember the aspartate and glutamate structure, aspartate is the one carbon less from glutamate. That means if we draw the aspartate structure like this, CH2C minus, okay, aspartate, and just add another one CH3 group here, CH2 and C minus. Just incorporate extra one CH2 group in aspartate, so it will make the glutamate. So this is the difference between aspartate and glutamate. Glutamate have one extra CH2 group, CH3 group. Okay, so this is the difference between aspartate and glutamate. And now in glutamate, if we remove this one O, and in place we have to add NH2 group. Now it will make the glutamine structure. That means here the O is present and NH2 group is present. So in place we have to remove one oxygen or Wedge group. More easily we can write it like this, C double bond O and OH. This is the structure of glutamate. Okay, and here we have to remove this one. In place we have to add one NH2 group. It will make glutamine. Same in asparagine, we have to make the aspartate structure. That is this one. This is the aspartate structure, and we have to remove this Wedge group, and in place we have to add NH2. Okay, so this is the structure of asparagine. Okay, and next one is the tyrosine. So tyrosine, it is also have a aromatic ring or phenyl group. Okay, so all total 3 amino acids are present which have the aromatic ring, that is the phenylalanine, tryptophan and tyrosine. These 3 amino acids only have this aromatic ring in their side chain. Just remember this. And the structure of tyrosine, to draw the structure of tyrosine, at first we have to draw the structure of alanine like this, and just add one phenyl group with OH. Okay, so this is the structure of tyrosine. And next one is the cysteine. So now at first draw the structure of alanine. Next just add sulfide group. Okay, so this is the structure of cysteine. And the last group is the charged polar side chain, where 5 amino acids are present, that are the lysine, arginine, histidine, aspartate and glutamate. Okay, so first is lysine. So this group have a polar side chain and also charged group. Okay, so the first one is the lysine. So how to draw the lysine? So we have to draw all total 4 carbon, 1, 2, 3 and 4 carbon, and at the end we have to add one NH3 plus group. Okay, so just balance it like this: CH2, 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 CH2. So this one is the lysine structure. You have to remember lysine have 4 carbon in the side chain and at the end one NH3 group, NH3 plus group. Okay, so this is the structure of lysine. Next is arginine. Arginine, so more or less is lysine like this. First here 3 carbon atom is present, next and guanidinium group is present. Okay, this is 3 carbon is present like this, and next it have NH, C double bond, NH2 plus and NH2. Okay, so this is the structure of, we have to remember this functional group. Okay, so first 3 is a carbon, next is a functional group, and the last one, that is the histidine. So to remember the histidine structure, at first we have to draw the structure of alanine, and next we have to add this ring, this aromatic ring. We have to add this ring like this. Okay, and just put in both sides. So now this is your structure of histidine. Okay, so these are the easiest way to remember all the structure of amino acids. Okay, thank you for watching this video.